$1 billion pipeline. New tonight, we have learned that Enbridge plans to replace the plagued underground line that decimated the Kalamazoo River.
But the old line isn't going anywhere. It's staying right where it is. 24-hour News 8's Leon Hendricks joins us live in Galesburg tonight. Leon?
Sue and Brian, good evening. We're talking about Enbridge here. Of course, that's a well-known name around here, largely in part because of that spill. And here's some of the evidence. We're along the banks of the Kalamazoo River where there's still posted signs, no river use. We spoke with an Enbridge spokesperson a while ago. They tell us that once the plan is approved, that they will drop $1.6 billion to install 210 miles of new pipeline. An Enbridge spokesperson tells us they hope that working to replace 75 miles of the pipeline. This new plan, phase 2, would mean the entire pipeline from Indiana all the way to the east side of Michigan will be replaced. That includes the area in Calhoun County where that pipeline burst 2 years ago, dumping hundreds of thousands of gallons of oil into the Kalamazoo River. Some estimates were 1 million gallons spilled in. That old pipeline, though, it will not be removed. Instead, Enbridge plans to flush out the old line, fill it with an inert gas, and leave it in the ground. The company says that will meet federal standards. The new line will be placed right next to the old one. Now, tonight we did speak with one of the whistleblowers that was involved in the Enbridge cleanup. He brought out concerns that some of the cleanup officials weren't really cleaning up, but instead hiding the oil. We asked him what he thought about this new plan, and he had some concerns. Take a listen.
Enbridge officials have said that they're going to cap off the old pipe, and we know that they cannot get all that tar sand oil out of that pipe. And as a result, it's going to sit there for generations, hundreds of years, and it's going to leak sooner or later. So that tar sand oil is going to get into our water system, in my opinion, and it's going to pollute our land because they're not going to dig it back out. Just because they're putting this new pipe in doesn't mean that it's a good thing.
Now, we did speak with Enbridge a little while ago. They said that talks about replacing this pipeline have been in the works for a while. They say it has nothing to do with that spill from back in 2010. They tell us the new pipeline will be built with a higher quality steel and be coated with an anti-corrosion material to help keep that pipeline safe. We'll, of course, continue to follow the process. Reporting live in Galesburg along the Kalamazoo River, Leon Hendricks, 24-hour News 8.
Leon, thank you. We have covered this story every step of the way since the line ruptured back in July of 2010, and the numbers are simply staggering. Nearly 900,000 gallons of oil leaked out of that pipe into the Tallmadge Creek near Marshall. It ran into the Kalamazoo River. Dozens of homes had to be evacuated, and even more were told not to drink the water. The EPA set a deadline of August of last year for that river to be cleaned up, but that day passed, and the work is still being done. Finally, just last month, 3 miles of the Kalamazoo River finally reopened for recreational use, although you still can't eat the fish. 36 miles of river remain closed tonight. As Enbridge continues to clean up, the EPA hopes to have more of that river reopened before the end of the year.